finally back with I Couldn't Agree With You Less. It's Jason and Simon here.
No Andrew.
Just about a week before NFL season starts. Andrew,
We've been trying our best for the last week to get Andrew down, and we finally it's too close to the season to not.
we had
record.
to do it.
Yeah.
Andrew's preoccupied with frat stuff, so
Meetings, we'll call it meetings.
frat meetings, recruitment, stuff like that. So
at least we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
I think we should start with like the biggest news thing
in
like my entire
of the
life.
last,
I don't
Okay,
remember. I mean, other than like, I wasn't old enough to,
because it wasn't. It was the most shocking thing because it literally came out of nowhere.
Where were you when you got the notification that Andrew Luck retired?
Like the last couple of weeks, Simon. As you know, my college starts in about a month, so I was sitting on my couch watching Bachelor in Paradise when I got that notification.
I was at work, and my coworkers probably noticed a change in demeanor because I just looked shell-shocked the last 2 hours of work. I didn't have time to fully I didn't have the ability at work to fully deal with it.
I think the last time I was as shocked by a notification I got was when I saw that Kyrie didn't want to play with LeBron anymore. Because that was out of nowhere. Yeah. Again, that came out of nowhere that he demanded a trade. So that's the last time.
I guess in that same vein, the Kevin Durant to Golden State. That sent a very similar,
but there was some talk of him going to Golden State. It was surprising, but it wasn't out of nowhere. Luck was just out of nowhere.
This hits super close to home to me because, not home, but I'm in a Superflex Dynasty startup right now. So someone drafted Andrew Luck in the second round, and their second round pick retired.
That literally kills you. There's no coming back.
If you take Andrew Luck if you took him all or traded for him because he seemed like a solid top 5 quarterback for the next 5 years at least.
It scares you in those leagues. A second top 3 round pick is invaluable.
I'm in 6 different Superflex Dynasty leagues.
Did you have him in any?
I have none of him. I have no lucky. Colts players across all boards. So I was able to just this just cuts my competition down.
Yeah. And that leads us to the next thing, which is Marlon Mack and T.Y. Hilton, how they're affected.
Yeah.
So I have Marlon Mack in our league, the only league I actually care about that much, except maybe this new one. And he's going to get more volume because of this. He's going to get more runs, he's going to get more yards, but his touchdowns are going to go down.
That's what
so
I was
you have to sacrifice the red zone opportunity for the volume, which I don't like, but I'm still very happy with Marlon Mack.
With Jacoby Brissett, is their offense going to be good enough to keep him on the field where volume actually helps him?
I think so. They still have T.Y. Hilton, an amazing O-line, Marlon Mack.
That's true.
I'm not too worried about it, but it still kind of sucks for him that he's not going to get maybe 11 or 12 touchdowns like we thought.
I thought he was going to be in the upper top 5 touchdown rushers
rushing touchdowns
because Andrew Luck could get him so close to the goal line they just punch it in with him every time.
He had the potential for even 12 13 touchdowns possibly this season, and now it might be more 9 tops, 8 or 9.
I honestly thought he was gonna have a Melvin Gordon type year where he's just not the most. He's more of a in between the tackles bruiser with some catching upside, but he just makes his money in the touchdown department.
Yeah, I wasn't drafting him for his pass catching that much.
I probably wouldn't either, but T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah.
I'm actually
drops out of the top 10, right?
Easily out of the top 10.
Because I think I had him in my top 8.
You had him super
I really
high.
like T.Y. Hilton.
I had him as a wide receiver 1, but I'm thinking low end wide receiver 2 now.
Low end.
Yeah. Is that
I'd
too
say
low
he's
for you?
mid to high wide receiver 2.
Oh, so
Are you talking 12-team league?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say he's mid to upper wide receiver 2. Upper, I think. I still really like him.
Yeah, I agree that he's not taking as big of a hit as it would appear.
Yeah.
Because he's still the number one
super
option.
Good, yeah. He's the number 1 option, good offense. Jacoby Brissett sucks, though. We have to acknowledge that he does.
He's not Andrew Luck. But I think with the weapons that he gets now and he can run a little bit.
Yeah, he can run a little bit, but so can Ryan Tannehill can run a
so
little
much
bit.
better than Ryan Tannehill.
I
think Jacoby Brissett is like night and day better than Ryan Tannehill.
I wouldn't put it that far, so I wouldn't put
Okay. I feel like Jacoby Brissett could be a top 20 quarterback.
See, I feel like Ryan Tannehill could. I mean, okay, never mind. Actually, he's not
starting. Will be a top 20 quarterback.
Oh, he will be. Yeah, I don't think so. But I mean, I'm not gonna refuse that because anyone can be a top 20 quarterback.
That's fair. I guess it really hurts Devin Funchess. If anyone still wanted him on their team.
Yeah, those deeper leagues, Devin Funchess.
And I think Eric Ebron is screwed this year now.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's screwed, but he dropped a ton for me. A very, very big amount.
With Jack Doyle coming back, and Brissett now.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a top 10 tight end.
I don't think so. I'd still put him top 15 for me just because there's a chance he has potential, but I don't like it. Yeah.
He's a high-end tight end too, which is not very good.
Yeah. It just sucks for the Colts because, Andrew Luck, I agree with that he should have done that. That's good for him, but he literally screwed the Colts.
It was smart of him. But
they
a week before
they were a Super Bowl contender, and now they're not. That's the drop off.
They weren't even a dark horse Super Bowl contender.
I know. That's straight up the drop off. They made it from a contender to not a contender. They're not a contender anymore. You're not gonna win a Super Bowl.
They're a playoff contender.
Yeah, exactly.
Which isn't anything.
They're not even close to the favorite for the division.
And
anymore.
The worst part I feel for Colts is they're not bad enough to get the number one pick and get Tua.
They're not even close to
because
enough. They're going to be in contention for sure. I can see them making the playoffs.
Everywhere other than quarterback is stacked for them. Yeah. They're just super good, and then they just lose a top 5 quarterback, and then the fans that booed him. It was
I couldn't believe that.
I couldn't believe it, but I mean, a bunch of drunk people. Because who's gonna be at a preseason game and not just drunk? And then they get this news that their season's over.
I could see myself being sucked into that too. If the Lions were contender and Matthew Stafford was prime Stafford and he retired out of nowhere, I'd be pretty mad about that, to be honest.
In the moment, it would be.
I wouldn't be thinking about his health.
Yeah. I mean, once you have time to think about it, you can come to terms.
I'd be pretty emotional at the time.
But in the moment, at a preseason game, when the news drops and your season ends, it's preseason. It's literally a preseason game, and you get this news that all of a sudden your season's over.
Yeah, Colts have had 15 years of amazing quarterbacks.
That's true.
And now they just have Jacoby Brissett. It's a drop off, but
is Andrew Luck coming back?
No. He's definitely not. I'd see no will that Andrew Luck comes back. He seemed pretty set on his decision, but
that's true, yeah.
I think there's a way bigger chance of Gronk coming back, I think.
Oh yeah. That thing just happened where he was a spokesperson for his CBD thing.
He was pretty sad.
Yeah. It sounds like he's healthy now and he feels fine. And that I feel if the Patriots are in the conference championship against the Chiefs, they need that boost.
Oh, really? You're predicting a Gronk comeback.
Gronk comes back for 2 games. Against Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I think Gronk's done for, but it's sad.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
there's a 10%.
But the better chance of him coming back than Andrew.
Oh, yeah. Andrew Luck's not coming back.
I just feel he's so young.
Yeah,
and so good.
Calvin Johnson. Vibes.
Oh, yeah.
Barry Sanders vibes.
But at least, I guess the Colts, dealt with the money situation unlike the Lions.
Let's not talk
Calvin still is so bad.
We can gloss over that. And talk about Donta Foreman.
Donta Foreman. Oh, getting cut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant to say Duke Johnson. I accidentally said Donta Foreman. Yeah. But Donta Foreman is part of Duke Johnson. Because Lamar Miller and Donta Foreman are out. So now Duke Johnson has soul.
Yep. So there are now two running backs who I love getting huge boosts because of this whole Duke Johnson saga.
Yeah.
How high can Duke Johnson go?
PPR.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I would not be mad if he's top 20. I'll say that.
I think he could easily be top 20.
Yeah.
I think he's got top 15 upside.
Oh yeah. He has top 10 upside.
I like that. I like that a lot.
He has upside for top 10. I think he'll be a top 20 guy.
I think
really
he should be
solid.
drafted. I picked him up in our
Yeah, I also saw that Matthew dropped Cooper Kupp.
What?
I was on the crazy train to Cooper Kupp, but Oliver had waiver priority over me.
Wait.
So, did you not see that?
I guess I haven't been. That is like my biggest.
That's the only reason I keep checking that, because people do stuff like that now.
My biggest flaw, I think, is I just like don't. I don't check waiver wires enough, especially in a league like this where people drop Cooper Kupp.
Simon, I'm gonna give you 5 guesses on who he picked up, and I guarantee you, I will bet you can literally sock me in the face if you guess who he picked up, because I'm not even sure.
And he dropped Cooper Kupp for this guy.
Yeah.
I bet it's someone on the Giants.
They're on Cincinnati. They're on Cincinnati. I'll just tell you that.
Is it a running back?
I'm not going to tell you anything else.
Is it Gio Bernard?
You're not going to know. You're not going to guess who this
John
is.
Ross?
No.
What? Is it like CJ Uzama?
No.
Andy Dalton?
No.
Who is it?
It's Damian Willis, Simon.
The wide receiver?
Yeah, the wide receiver. Damian Willis.
He dropped Cooper.
He was not on my radar.
I vaguely know who he is, but like.
So yeah. Sleeper pick for Matthew, Damian Willis.
You can't even call it a sleeper pick for Matthew because, like, what's he doing?
But it's redemption for Oliver. He dropped Andrew Luck, picked up Cooper Kupp.
That's true.
I don't feel too bad about
it.
Yeah. But yeah, crazy stuff. Kind of mirroring that Joe Mixon drop that Sam had last year.
That was the most stressful like day of my life because I was like 7th in waiver priority, and I was just scrolling through the waiver, and then I see Joe Mixon out of nowhere, way down at the bottom because he was hurt.
Yeah.
So I looked at the transactions and Sam dropped him. So I put in a bid, and no one else saw it.
Yeah,
so I got Joe Mixon for free last year, and I still lost. I think about this so much. My starting lineup last year was Aaron Rodgers, Alvin Kamara, Melvin Gordon, Michael Thomas, Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce.
I forgot how good that was. Joe Mixon the flex.
I traded Joe Mixon for Michael Thomas.
That's literally insane.
That's like only first round picks on my team.
I know.
And I lost.
That's so funny. Yep.
So my heart was I've never been so heartbroken.
I can't believe you lost with that too.
So I joined more dynasty leagues, so I can hopefully get some wins somewhere else. Nick Chubb,
yeah.
No Duke Johnson. No one else until week 10.
Else. Yeah, I don't think Kareem Hunt's going to be that big in that offense.
Neither do I.
So I don't care too much about him.
Yeah, he's my 4th overall player now.
Yeah. I can't put him that high just because he hasn't been that spot for so long. I think I'd have him.
I just like the Cleveland offense so much more than the Arizona offense because I feel like David Johnson and then the top 2 wide receivers are like competition.
But David Johnson, even with that offense, he put up like one of the best fantasy seasons I've ever seen in my life.
But that was like 2-3 years ago.
It was 2-3 years ago, but the only difference really was Carson Palmer and a little better Larry Fitzgerald.
But they have Bruce Arians.
Yeah, I don't care too much.
Now they have a guy who was going to get fired from being a head coach in college, and he was going to go be an offensive coordinator until, for some reason, the Cardinals decided to make him a head coach.
Head coach doesn't mean too much to me. Like, if it's someone, I don't know, if it's like Kyle Shanahan or something that like makes a bigger difference, but I don't think that's the difference between DJ having a monster year or not.
I think it can make a big difference if it's a good coach.
The Browns coach, is he that good even? Like, is the Browns coach
I don't
even
think
that
we know
good?
to yet. He's kind of
exactly.
new. But like, what about like a Sean McVay situation where the same offense goes into a Super Bowl contender within a year?
Yeah, but Sean McVay is like a once in a decade at least. Like once in like Sean McVay is not gonna be happening in the next 10 years.
I think in the Cleveland offense, Nick Chubb can catch 50 passes, maybe, which is enough in like a half PPR.
Yeah.
Combined with how much I think he's gonna like that offense is gonna be like flying down the field. Yeah. And so I think he now replaces Marlon Mack as my prediction for the touchdown leader. The rushing
Marlon Mack was your rushing touchdown leader?
Yeah, until Andrew Luck.
Yeah. I mean, I just have to go Saquon, but
Saquon is it crazy if Saquon's my third overall player right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's crazy if he's not number one. Who's one?
I mean, in a full PPR, Christian McCaffrey. Seems just like the safest.
I mean, I think it's a toss-up if you're talking about safest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's anything that could discredit either one of them.
Right. If you have a top 3 pick, you're pretty safe no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Barring.
But if I have 4, I'm not that happy about it, to be honest.
I wouldn't be happy. I'd love a 7 maybe, where you can get a DeAndre Hopkins or a Devontae Adams.
Yeah, you'd be able to pair like Hopkins and like Lev Bell or something.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I was thinking about 18. Never mind.
I mean, you could get probably a Joe Mixon.
You'd be able to pair like Joe Mixon, like Odell or something like that.
Yeah.
I would love
or
that.
A Dalvin Cook. Did you see his 85-yard preseason touchdown run?
No, and nor do I care about his preseason 85-yard touchdown run. I don't care about anything preseason. I'm sorry.
I'm with you most of the time on that. But my love for Dalvin Cook is untamed now that he's healthy.
I'm more of a Leonard Fournette guy.
Oh, Leonard Fournette. Yeah. Do we have a bet Dalvin Cook versus Fournette?
I think so.
That sounds like something we would have done.
I have it in my notes app, but
we probably do.
We definitely do. Because if Leonard Fournette plays 14 or more games, he's a running back like 5 minimum.
I wouldn't say 5 minimum.
If he plays 14 or more games, I'd say so.
He's definitely a top 10 running back.
If he plays 14 or more games, oh my god, yeah.
And
he's gonna put up like 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns if he stays healthy.
And like watching, I know it's preseason, but he was catching some passes from Nick Foles.
No.
I could see that change my mind a lot.
Again, I'm not jacking him for his pass catching, but yeah.
He and James Conner are the 2 running backs I disliked more at the beginning of the offseason. But right now, once all the drafts are over and stuff, I'm like rising back up.
Aren't they?
I can see myself drafting Fournette like in the 3rd round. I think he'd be a great pick.
I hope he's still available.
He's probably. I don't think anyone's taking him as a 2nd round pick.
I don't know, late 2nd for me. I could see myself taking him in a 12
team. But why not get a guy
2nd.
like who would be there in a late 2nd? That would probably be a Dalvin Cook.
I think Leonard Fournette would be around there.
That would
Dalvin
be
Cook, I think, would go
Keenan
before.
Allen. Would you rather have Keenan Allen or him? Because Keenan's available.
Oh, I would take Fournette over Keenan Allen, I think.
I think
Dalvin Cook's going before late 2nd.
I think in a lot of leagues, you can have a start where you go a top 3 running back.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown at the back of the 2nd.
Is he going to fall late 2nd in a 12-team league?
With this helmet stuff? I mean, he's just like a crazy person. But he turned his... I guess that's another thing we can talk about. Antonio Brown turned a helmet dispute into like a brand deal.
Yeah. I've been noticing, Simon, some of these NFL players that they've been getting older, like really good NFL players when they get older, they get really weird. Like, have you noticed Tom Brady's super weird now?
Yeah.
Like, he's really weird. Like,
he's been weird for a couple of years.
I know, but like lately
ever since the sun kissing video.
I know. I've been hearing ever since that Falcons Super Bowl, he's been super, super weird. Like something.
He joined Twitter.
Yeah.
But apparently everyone thinks he hired like a PR team to tweet for him.
I don't follow him on Twitter. Aaron Rodgers, he's been kind of getting weird. Like this Canadian thing where he had like that Canadian suit and his huge mustache on.
I saw that. That was weird.
He's kind of weird too now. I'm not gonna lie. Antonio Brown, he's super
He's the
weird.
definition of like bizarre right now.
And next up's Drew Brees. Drew Brees is gonna get weird.
I can never
Things are gonna get weird.
I can never see Drew Brees getting weird.
I think things are
just like I could never see Andrew Luck getting weird.
I think Andrew Luck is a little weird.
He's weird in that he's the most normal person I've ever seen in my entire life.
Andrew Luck just didn't get there. If he was stuck around like 7 more years,
he would have gotten weird.
Yeah, like LeBron. LeBron's getting weird.
LeBron's
Did you see his Taco Tuesday video? Like it was normal for the first half, and then he started like screaming or like yelping. And did you see that?
Yeah,
one?
I did.
He was like making noises. Like it was
why couldn't
hilarious.
he just have done what Kobe did?
I love the video. Yeah, Kobe's cool. Like Kobe's like cool.
Kobe just became like the coolest.
Yeah,
person
he's
ever.
a cool legend. Like he really revived his legacy.
Yeah.
And LeBron, I'm kind of worried for people that are going up now, like some like 11-year-old and sees LeBron like this. Like,
it seems
not good stuff, Simon.
I'm a little scared. So could you translate this into a super hot dynasty take, where once a player does something weird, just get him off your team?
You could, but I still love Antonio Brown this season.
How high?
I really like him. I think he's top 8 for me. Maybe
top
even
8.
top 7. I really like him. I'm not down on Derek Carr either.
I would definitely take.
I've talked about Derek Carr before on this pod. I really like him.
Yeah,
or no, I don't really like him. I think that's a strong thing to say.
He is my quarterback 3 in a couple of my super flex leagues. And I love him
3.
there. Yeah.
That's a really, really good.
Speaking of,
really good place.
Okay, we'll do this after. That just reminded me of something. We'll do it after this last bit of news.
Okay.
Because I don't want to forget about it again.
Yeah.
Josh Gordon's back.
Yeah.
You just
he really only had one.
You gave me the most unimpressed.
He really only had one good season, if we're being honest.
But it was one of like the best with the quarterbacks.
He was also on PED. He was like, we can't forget that. It wasn't the same Josh Gordon.
I thought I was gonna be the one coming out here like, trying to pump the brakes on Josh Gordon, but you seem like you don't even like him at all.
Simon, I'm not even starting the car on Josh Gordon. I'm not getting in the car. I'm staying in my house. Oh my I'm not big on Josh Gordon.
I guess I have to provide the pro Josh Gordon argument then, and I wasn't even prepared to do that. I was going to come out here and say there's still Julian Edelman. They're going to run a lot with Sony Michel.
Harry, there's still Julian Edelman.
And I was going to turn this into a pro N'Keal Harry thing because everyone's forgetting about him.
You can still do that. I would have no argument with that.
I was watching N'Keal Harry a couple days ago, and I see Juju when I watch him. I'm telling you.
Wow.
When I'm watching N'Keal, he's a big slot, yak, strong hands, not the most pristine route runner, but just like
Look kind of some Golden Tate in there. Am I hearing that?
Yeah, a little bit of Golden Tate. Golden Tate's more elusive though.
Yeah. But that yard after carry, Golden
yeah,
Tate's
a little bit of
that.
like that big slot prototype, like an Adam Thielen,
yeah.
a Chris Godwin.
The reason I'm just not in on him is the Patriots receivers are just like
there's other receivers.
He could just not be used this season, and I wouldn't be surprised.
And people are. Is Brady gonna throw for 4,000 yards?
No. I mean, actually,
how many did he throw
could.
for last year? I don't even.
Let me check real quick.
Because he's definitely not throwing for 5,000. We can rule that out unless he has a Peyton Manning type season.
Yeah, definitely.
What if he does?
Yeah, he had 4,400 last year. And he's projected 4,000. He's projected even more this year.
Really?
So, I mean, you never know.
But I mean, people are projecting Edelman to be over 1,000. I feel like
I don't like Edelman in fantasy, but I can see that.
I don't think he's a wide receiver 1.
Oh, he's Edelman in a fantasy wide receiver 1?
That's what I'm seeing.
I don't even think he's.
I'm seeing.
A top 12 wide receiver.
I can't believe it.
Dude, I can't. People think he's better than like Adam Thielen. Is that what I'm hearing? Because Adam Thielen's right.
People have him in that range. Some have him higher. Some people have him higher than I'm trying to think of that back end. No, not Keenan. Keenan is universally. Keenan's in that like 7 to 8 to 9, 10.
7.
Some people have him at 7. Some people.
So people have Keenan over Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, or Juju. 2 of those guys they have.
Well, Juju's kind of top 5.
Oh, Juju. Okay, I'm not big on Juju. Juju's like, I think people are way too hyped on Juju. I think people
what
are
odds
way,
will you give me on Juju being the wide receiver one?
I'll give you good odds on that. But the problem is if Juju's really good, he's going to be really, really good.
I think he is
but
really
he's not
good.
going to be good. So I'd give you good odds.
So what kind of odds?
I'd give you like 15-5.
Really?
Yeah.
I would take that.
All right, let's do that then.
All right, 15-5 on Juju.
15-5 odds on Juju, number one.
I could
with
lose
him playing how many games? How many games does he have to play?
14.
14. All right, yeah, let's do that.
I could lose so much money this year on Juju.
I think you will, Simon. Like, you did a huge Michael Thomas.
That was more about pride.
Not completely sure why you did that.
That was so much more about pride than anything else.
I can see. So what's next?
Next is I wanna throw you some dynasty trades I did, and I want your opinion on them. The thing that sparked this was N'Keal Harry, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was Derek Carr being my third quarterback.
Yeah.
In that league, 12-team Superflex.
Yeah.
My quarterbacks pre this trade were Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers.
Really cornered the quarterback market.
I really went there.
That's crazy.
There was one league I decided I was just gonna go that strategy.
Yeah.
But then
Bill Simmons does that, but his leagues aren't super flex. That's his strategy.
I bet he does really well.
All right.
But then I started looking at my team, and I thought I was a pretty decent win now team because I had Julio, Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
My running back core turned out to be pretty nice because now I have Austin Eckler and Duke Johnson.
Yeah.
I also have Tyler Boyd, who I think has with AJ Green out like top 13 or 14 wide receiver upside.
I can see that.
So I traded Aaron Rodgers for Aaron Jones, N'Keal Harry, and a 3rd-round pick.
You know I don't like Aaron Jones that much, and I don't like N'Keal Harry that much either. So I don't like that trade that much. If I'm being honest, I don't.
That was a combination of me thinking Aaron Jones has top 12 upside.
Yeah,
because
I can't argue with that.
I'm not liking the people behind him very much.
Yeah, I can't argue.
And then N'Keal Harry, I think is just gonna. Not this year. Dynasty.
Yeah. Okay, so
I don't think because
it's alright. I'll give you on that trade. I'll give you a B-, C+. I'll give you a C+.
I honestly will take it, knowing how you feel about those players. I think Andrew, if he were here, would like it a little more. The next trade.
Yeah.
I have to remember it right because I'm recording on my phone now, so I can't look at it.
I think you can. Like, it'll still keep recording.
I think I remembered it. I traded Aaron Jones, so I got rid of Aaron Jones this time.
Okay, good.
Aaron Jones and Andy Isabella.
I don't know who that is, but
I'm
guessing they're not that good. Okay.
It's a pretty hyped Cardinals rookie wide receiver for DJ Moore and Latavius Murray.
I think I like Aaron Jones better than anyone in that trade. Like, he's the best player in that trade.
That is fine. I disagree. I have a bet with Andrew right now that DJ Moore will be a consensus top 20 receiver going into next year. I think he's just gonna.
I can totally see that. But
I am unfazed by the Curtis Samuel hype.
Me neither. I don't think Curtis Samuel's anything. Like, I don't think he's that good. I didn't know there was Curtis Samuel hype. All right.
I've got a few more trades.
Yeah.
But I'll hold them off.
Okay.
For when we get Andrew back.
Yes, let's do that.
To get a wider and I'll write them down so they come easier. I think we should get into the main event.
Yeah, let's do that. We're going to be talking about our draft.
Oh, yeah.
The big draft. That we both take as our number one league, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
I wouldn't mind losing it in that league if I could win money in some other ones, though. If I were going to be completely honest.
All right. So what are we going through? Like teams, rounds.
I think
let's go through our favorite, our steal of the draft.
I think we should go through like the first 2 rounds fully, at least.
Yeah. Let's just talk about that.
Without Andrew here, yeah.
Okay.
So Christian McCaffrey goes first.
First, yeah.
And I kind of like it.
We can't analyze this too hard because, we can't analyze it too hard. There wasn't a ton of, crazy thought going into it.
Yeah, it was a pretty...
CMC, Saquon, Zeke, Kamara. This is before Zeke.
Yeah, this was right in the beginning of the
This was July 27th, so a while ago.
Kamara at 4. To me, he's quickly rising up. I can see... I don't love anyone more than Alvin Kamara. Then you go right after me.
I took Devontae Adams at 5.
I really like that pick.
I don't dislike the pick, but I just don't like the position I was in. The 5th spot, for me, there's just no way.
It's a tough spot.
Because Adams, DJ, and Hopkins are really the guys that you can, go for there.
I still like Adams more than all of them.
I do too, but I just hate that I had to choose him.
Yeah.
I didn't want to choose him. Then DJ goes 6, Lev Bell goes 7, and then Todd Gurley 8.
Todd Gurley...
Which I was kind of surprised with.
A pairing of Todd Gurley and DeAndre Hopkins.
I would love that pairing if he had chosen, James Conner or Joe Mixon.
Oh, yeah. That would have been... Well...
Or even OBJ and Hopkins.
Yeah,
that would have been, that would have straight been, Ian would have had a fire team.
That would... Well, just looking at his... Well... Actually, no. Ian's team isn't bad, except...
His first 4 rounds aren't bad, but then if you go through the rest of his rounds, they're... starting with Evan Ingram...
But then he gets Jarvis Landry in the 7th?
Which is alright, but...
I mean, he loses a pick in Lamar Miller.
Yeah, I'm not big on this. I'm really not big on this game. He has 4 pretty good. If Todd Gurley has a huge season, then Ian's going to be beast, but...
For once.
I don't think so,
So... Now Matthew pairs Le'Veon with Odell. Yeah. I think that's a super high upside. I mean, would you be surprised if each of those are number 1 at their position?
I would be surprised, but I wouldn't be shocked. If Lev Bell is number 1 in his position, there's a world that happens, but I'd be pretty surprised. Then DJ, Joe Mixon.
And this is Andrew. Andrew went David Johnson, Joe Mixon, which is a solid running back pair.
It's solid. I would have rather had James Conner, which I did take next round. James Conner and Devontae Adams.
Yep, James Conner.
I hated my team at this point, but there's no one I could choose that would have been better than these guys, in my opinion. So,
in my opinion, I took the guy who I thought was better than them, and that's Travis.
Oh, Travis Kelce, yeah. Yeah, at this point, I wasn't having a huge problem with your team, Simon. I was like, Travis Kelce, a little bit of a reach, but I know Simon wants him, so I don't have a problem with it.
We'll get to what I did later.
Yeah, we'll get...
but I think I like it.
Yeah, and then Oliver drafted Julio, paired him with Zeke, and I was like, Oliver.
That is...
I really like that too.
It's more about who he gets... Well, yeah, it's about who he gets in rounds 4 and 5 that just, makes me really like Oliver's upside.
Oliver's a pretty polarizing team. And then Neil goes Michael Thomas
and Saquon.
Yeah, that's I think that's amazing. That's really, really good.
And this is where Ben, I think, could have gone. If he could have gone,
I think, or if you've got Nick Chubb.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Either
Juju.
Antonio or Juju.
I would have. For me, it would have been Juju.
I think Antonio's gonna outscore Juju. That's my take this year.
I very I could have guessed you were gonna go that way, but
So
yeah, Ben got Antonio Brown and Juju to pair with CMC. This is an 8-team league. Again.
Yeah, pretty good.
So let's go through the rest of your and I. With my 3rd round pick, I take Nick Chubb.
Very good pick.
This was before the Duke Johnson trade. And I still think he could have gone a little higher.
Oh, he definitely could have.
There's not too much to say.
Yeah.
I think he could be a top 4 player. And I would take him at number 4 if I knowing what I know now. But you go.
I'm on Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Which I was like, all right. I'm
Didn't
not
you
happy
do the same
about
thing
this.
last year?
Yeah, I took Mike Evans, but I liked it when I took him. I thought my team was beast last year. That was the last year was the only year I've really liked my team after drafting it.
And you don't like it this
year?
I
don't like it this year, no. I've been coming around on it, like, but no, I still don't like it that
much. So now we get to the fourth round. And
this is the fourth round where stuff happens. We're like, we did not agree with it.
We don't like each other's picks here.
Yeah.
Zach Ertz was still on the board. Yeah. He's my tight end too.
I like Kittle more than Zach Ertz, to be honest.
Yeah, I get that. I'm starting to come around to Kittle being the tight end too, but I just like Carson Wentz a lot more than Garoppolo.
I can see that. I just the fact that I liked Kittle more than Ertz, joined with the fact that I just don't like two tight ends in the first like 4 rounds. I just couldn't like. And we have to like acknowledge here. Simon made this decision 20 seconds before he made the pick. Like he didn't go into the draft thinking he was going to do this.
If the draft had been months and months and months ago, I think I would have done this because I was like pondering what would happen if at the 2-3 turn I took Kelsey Ertz. And I thought Ertz would go before round 4, honestly.
Yeah. I didn't see that happen.
Well, what happened was, I don't even know who I was. I had someone in my mind. I don't even know who it was. Looking at the board, it's going.
But yeah, it goes this way. So now that I look at it, I would have been fine. Like. It's not as bad as I remember it being because the next best guy is probably.
I think it would have been Marlon Mack, honestly, at the time.
I think it would have been Thielen or Mack, yeah. So I don't like it as bad as it. I'm kind of coming around.
It was just in my opinion, Andrew just shouted from nowhere, "He's taking another tight end," and I just stopped in my tracks, and I thought about it for a second. And in my opinion, Ertz was the best available. In an 8-team league, you're just looking for whatever advantages you can slightly separate yourself, even though it sometimes doesn't work like last year. And he's I think fantastic trade piece.
Oh yeah, I know because I've been trying to trade for him. Not much progress made.
And now I don't. So yeah, I took Zach Ertz, so I'm up to 2 turns. And I don't like your next pick, if I'm being completely honest.
Marlon Mack?
No, you took Derrick Henry, right?
Oh, I thought we talked about Henry before. Yeah, Derrick Henry. We can have the Derrick Henry talk for like the 4th time on the podcast. I really like Derrick Henry. I think he's gonna be we already know he's gonna be a workhorse. That's not debatable. We know he's gonna be a 3-down back. He's a 3-down back.
He already got hurt in preseason.
Oh, I know, but so did a lot of people. Like Mike Evans is like questionable. Like,
but he's
gonna play
not
week
in
1.
between the tacklers.
He's gonna play week 1.
Mike Evans.
Like I've seen. No, Derrick Henry.
Yeah, but how long can he go?
I don't know. But have you seen his body? Like it's very like he's a very like athletic like
he's
fit person.
Yeah.
Like I don't see the injury like risk with him.
I think I would have preferred.
See, I look at it, and I don't think who else would have taken.
I would have taken Diggs or Thielen. I think
Diggs,
before him.
I couldn't have taken Diggs. Thielen, I wouldn't. I would have had problems with. Derrick Henry, his over under. So Vegas is over under on how many yards he's gonna have this year. Guess how many it is? Rushing yards.
950.
1,250. So Vegas thinks he's going to get over 1,200 rushing yards.
I think that's a really good under bet.
I kind of think so too.
Because that would be
that's a little high.
Top 5.
I think he's going to get it, but I think it's a little high.
If he gets,
because this is also with no pass catching. So.
But my thing is he needs to get that to return.
And I think he's definitely going to get that. I think he's getting at minimum 1,100 if he plays 14 more games, which he's probably going to do.
But there were games last year when he got 12, 14 carries and turned it into like 42 yards.
Yeah.
No touchdowns.
I'm just going off his last 4 weeks. I'm solely.
I guess, and
I'm solely going off that.
That's where we differ.
I'm big on that. Like I usually don't find a hype like that, but this year I really bought into it because I know Derrick Henry has the talent and has the athleticism to be that good.
Yeah.
And when you pair talent with volume, Simon.
My thing is when I'll pair two other things: a bad offense and bad coaching. And Dion Lewis
Le'Veon Bell
is a third little element.
I think it's Le'Veon Bell. It's a Le'Veon Bell situation. It's a DJ situation.
But Le'Veon can catch passes and so can DJ.
Yeah, and that's why he's not up with them. That's why he's not a first round talent.
Where does he land in your running back?
I think he landed around 11, 10. I think it was 10.
Yeah, that's a bit rich.
I'm big on Derrick Henry.
I would have taken.
I'm all in.
In terms of running backs, at the time, Marlon Mack, not anymore.
So Derrick Henry was the best.
I would have taken Carry-On.
Carry-On?
Yeah. Carry-On.
All right.
I'm just getting higher and higher on. I can't believe I let him fall so far. I cannot.
Yeah, Carry-On did really drop far in this draft.
6th round of an 8-team league. This was before Theo Riddick got cut. This was.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the day of, actually.
Yeah, he really dropped. Like Sony Michel.
He should have gone early 5th, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that. So the next round, I go Marlon Mack. We talked about that. Simon goes Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I mean, I think both were super logical at the time. I needed a wide receiver.
You did need a wide receiver, so you had to take him.
Diggs is a wide receiver one upside. I don't know if he can play a full year.
I don't know about upside.
You think he is a wide receiver one?
No. I don't know if he has the upside to be a wide receiver one.
A wide receiver one?
I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
He has upside to be a wide receiver.
Okay, fine. I'll give it. He has a chance of being it, but I really don't see it.
Are you more
because that's two guys in the offense having upside of wide receiver one, which is.
But they did it last year almost.
Almost.
They were almost both top 10.
But I think Stephon Diggs was like 16, 17, which is what I think he fully expect for him this year.
I think he was.
Oh, so now you exit the voicemail.
Well, I didn't trust it before, but now I have to know for sure. Diggs last year was 11. So wide receiver.
Wow.
Not even upside. He was a wide receiver.
Okay, I don't see it this year.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so the next round, Simon goes Aaron Jones, who he later traded to me, and Godwin for Aaron Jones.
Yeah, I want to talk about that trade for a second.
Okay, let's talk.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I've only been seeing good things about Godwin. I haven't seen a single bad thing about him.
I want
100 catches, Simon. I know you've seen that line.
I
know you've seen that quote.
I've seen every quote about Godwin. I don't own him anywhere.
Yeah.
And just in case all this hype turns into reality.
Yeah.
I want to be there for that.
You want a piece of stock, you want a piece of Godwin Island.
I do. And it took Aaron Jones to give it up. Even though Aaron Jones since I traded him has only catapulted in my rankings.
Yeah, I'm really Aaron Jones I don't like, but when I saw that trade I was like, I can.
I overpaid for him. But I just felt like I had enough running back depth.
True, yeah.
And
didn't look like you were gonna start him.
If he pops, yay, I guess.
You still will be rooting for him. And then I took Tyler Lockett,
which I absolutely love.
I like Kenny Golladay more, who I took the next round, but I knew no one would take Kenny Golladay for reasons I can't explain. I don't know why people don't like Kenny Golladay.
Okay, explain to me his upside.
His upside? Okay, so Simon, the Lions wide receiver one.
But
yes, Simon.
We have to question, and don't. We have to question if he is the wide receiver one.
He is. He obviously is. He's
Marvin Jones.
Where have you seen that Marvin Jones isn't the wide receiver one? Because
he.
If you look up any depth chart, that was okay.
Kenny Galladay's had like 12 games in his career.
Kenny Golladay was in now
when he's gotten more than 5 targets.
If you look at any depth chart, then Kenny Golladay is the wide receiver one.
That's because
the Lions have said anything. No, it's not a hype beast. Say no, Kenny Galladay's because Marvin Jones. Okay,
at minimum, Marvin Jones, I think they're equals in the offense.
No, okay, at minimum maybe, but Kenny Golladay is far and away. And if you look at the stats, did you see Matthew Berry's 10 list of 10?
Wait, is it the 100 stats?
No, the 10 list of 10 he did.
No, I didn't.
Anyway, well, he did these career stats for Kenny Golladay and Calvin Johnson. And Kenny Golladay, I know stats can be misleading, but Kenny Golladay had better stats than Calvin Johnson for up until this point in his career. A better, a way better catch percentage, like 10 less yards, as many touchdowns. So just from history and the Lions' number one receiver being really good, Matthew Stafford, Lions are pass heavy, and Kenny Golladay has a ton of talent. He just has a really good build for like a wide receiver. I'm huge on Kenny Golladay. I'm huge on him.
I think he has zero chance of being a wide receiver 1.
I think he has a chance. I think he has a pretty decent chance.
I think he could be drafted outside wide receiver 2 range next year.
So he's gonna decrease in value. Is that what I'm hearing?
He's already 26 years old.
Yeah, I know.
And it's his 3rd year only.
I know, and last year was really the only year we saw anything from him. So technically,
I think he's a good player. And the same goes for Carry-On. I'm so sad that they're in Detroit.
Detroit's pretty decent. They have like a good offensive pieces. They have Carry-On, Galladay, Stafford.
They won't give Carry-On
TJ
a full
Hawkinson.
workload.
It might be the offense of the future.
What if TJ Hawkinson takes away from Kenny Galladay? And Carry-On.
Oh, I'm not worried about TJ Hawkinson taking away from Kenny Galladay.
A top 10 pick?
I'm really not worried about that.
They
Eric
also lost
Ebron
Frank Ragnow. Yeah.
Their offensive line was always a joke. Like, he's not going to make it.
And I mean, Stafford's a warrior, but like he takes too many hits.
He's super good.
That's
a worry in like 4 years. Right now, I think the Lions are the offense of the future because in 3 years you're gonna have Stafford, who's gonna be a veteran. You're gonna have a 29-year-old Galladay. You're gonna have a prime Carry-On Johnson and a prime TJ Hawkinson. Like, that's a really good offense in 3 years.
I think I like 10 offenses more than that.
In 3 years? In 3 years?
I like I'm trying to think of a good...
The Rams.
I
like the Rams.
I still like, overall, the Colts offense more.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. In 3 years, though?
Yeah. Yes, in 3 years.
T.Y. Hilton in 3 years. Is it... Are they, though? I don't know if they're gonna. Because they're good enough, they're not gonna get great draft picks. Jacoby Brissett's, like bad, but he's, like, all right enough that they can keep him and not take a ton of crap for him.
I don't know.
I'm just throwing it out there.
I think they're going to be run heavy.
The Lions?
Yeah. I think Marvin Jones is going to eat up too many targets.
I don't see the Marvin Jones thing. I think he's a clear wide receiver too they're a clear wide receiver too. Like everything I've seen is point. Like every NFL thing I've seen is like Kenny Galladay is like. They're not even like hyping up. They're just like stating like, okay, so Kenny Galladay is the Lions' number one receiver. And
I think they're assuming.
I know, but there's a reason for assuming when you assume things.
But Marvin Jones. I mean, in an offense that's stubborn.
I mean, we're assuming Juju's the number one target, right?
He's had 1,000-yard. All right, let's go there. Let's go by the stats thing. The only person to have better stats through 2 years of a career is Larry Fitzgerald, other than Juju.
Yeah, Juju's really good.
But you don't think.
Oh, I know. Stats are awful. Like, I'm just saying. It's the exact same situation. Exact same quarterback.
I'm so confident.
Exact same build.
But they throw so much, and their offense is, like, good.
They do.
I'm talking about the Steelers.
Oh, okay. No. Okay, the Juju, like, I didn't mean anything by that. I was just saying. Yeah. Kenny Galladay, though.
My bottom line is I like Tyler Lockett way more.
Okay, well, I shouldn't be arguing
because he is my clear. I mean, he is the clear. Wide receiver one.
Yeah, there's no one else they're going to throw to
Metcalf
except
is
like Chris
injured.
Carson.
I mean, like, I can see him being wide receiver one.
I'm not ready to go there with him, son. I can see high-end wide receiver, too, but...
I think he's going to...
Doug Baldwin, maybe. Maybe it's just Doug Baldwin.
Doug Baldwin's gone.
Yeah. Maybe he's just Doug Baldwin.
What about him?
Maybe he's just Doug Baldwin. Like Doug Baldwin.
But Doug Baldwin had a 1,100-yard season or something.
Yeah. Maybe he just is Doug Baldwin.
Well, that'd be great.
Yeah, no, that'd be awesome.
that'd be a fringe wide receiver.
I know. Okay, so next round, I got Kenny Galladay, and Simon got Brandon Cooks, which I really like that
What
pick.
round was that?
7, which I
really...
He
fell to the 7th round.
I really like that
I can't
pick,
believe that.
Which is my thinking with Kenny Galladay.
Yeah.
I think both of those guys were steals.
Last year, Brandon Cooks was wide receiver 14.
Yeah,
and
I really like.
He only has a year to gel. He has another full year to gel with Jared Goff, who you think is going to be.
I think he's a top 3 quarterback. Yeah,
because of Todd Gurley's injury, and they're
that's my big reason. They're going to be. They have 3 people that could all be top 10 wide receivers.
I don't.
They all have the potential. Okay, who doesn't have the potential to be a top 10 wide receiver? Like, not all at the same time, but like...
Oh, individually?
Yeah, individually.
Oh, they all have the potential.
I know, it's insane.
I thought you meant...
No. Okay.
Goff's going to throw for 6,000 yards.
Oh, my God, yeah. Okay, Goff throwing for, like, 5,000, like, 500 yards and, like, maybe, like... 47, 48 touchdowns.
Is he your bet for MVP? I feel like he has to be.
No, he's not my bet for MVP.
With 5,500 yards?
Oh, no, I'm saying, like, can you see that? Like, can you see a, like,
I can see.
Where he just, like, rips off an insane year.
I can see 35 touchdowns, like, 40...
Oh, I feel like that's, like, a base for him. 35 touchdowns.
What did he do last year?
Let's see.
I do like the point that they're going to be passing more. I think that's very valid.
I'm big on it. So last year, 32 touchdowns, 4,700 yards. So I think he's going to go big in touchdowns because like Todd Gurley was eating up a lot of those in the beginning.
Okay.
And then I
can see a 5,000, like his ceiling.
Yeah, 5,500 yards.
I can see a
48 touchdowns.
40 touchdown, 5,000.
48?
40.
48? I don't know if you heard me right, Simon.
Are you saying he's going to have a Patrick Mahomes
I say he
season?
could. Yeah, not because he's talented, but because he's in literally, like, the best situation, like, of any guy in the league. Where the running game is pretty weak, the coach is really good, and he has, like, far and away the best wide receivers.
That's very valid.
I think I'm big on Jared Goff.
I can see that.
I'm huge.
And in that vein, I love Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, I really do.
He's my favorite.
The only thing about him is you have to look at his stats from last year and say that a lot of that was without Cooper Kupp.
But a lot of it was per game better with Cooper Kupp.
I did not know that.
His fantasy points
so maybe he is going to be better. I don't know.
Either way, I'm psyched I got him in the 7th.
And then next, I don't like either of our picks in this round. I'm just going to be honest.
I like.
So Simon had David Montgomery,
who I think has a 3-down upside in Chicago.
I mean, I don't have like an inside track or anything. I'm just Tariq Cohen's really good pass catching, and
Tariq Cohen I think is good, but I also think they're gonna decrease his volume.
Yeah, I've heard that too. But
and you take Jared.
I took Jared Cook. It was kind of a panic pick because all the tight ends were going.
I like your next pick more than Jared Cook.
I like my next. I like every pick up till Darius Squeeze better than Jared Cook. I think every player I drafted is better than Jared
in round 14. I think Geis is like a great flyer.
I like Geis. Thank you. I think he has the potential to be like a top 15 running back if he goes. But he also has a huge bust. So Jared Cook, I feel like I would have been better off. Like right now, Vance McDonald's on the waiver wire. I could have just.
I feel like that might be a nice switch you can make.
I could have, but then I'd have to admit that I'd be cutting my losses, which is a hard thing for me to do. Because I still think Jared Cook's better, but like Jared Cook in the 8th or like Vance McDonald off the waiver wire. I think it's a pretty good.
I just maybe would have waited a little more at that.
I would do, but everyone was taking.
Who else was on the board? Which way was it going?
I don't know.
Because if you were going down that way, Tyler Boyd, I would have loved. Oh no, it could not have been. Yeah, because I would have taken Boyd.
So. Like Sony Michelle, maybe. There just wasn't a ton of people.
Oh, yeah, Sony fell. I would have loved Sony. I would have taken Sony. But yeah, our next picks. We both took sophomore wide receivers.
Yeah, we took very similar picks. DJ Moore, Calvin Ridley. I got Ridley. Simon got Moore.
I think, is Ridley your wide receiver 1 from that class?
Kind of a toss-up, to be honest.
Between
DJ Moore's in a way.
Between Moore and.
Oh yeah. There's no one else that would be in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ridley, if he was in DJ Moore's situation, like if they switch situations, Calvin Ridley would be better in DJ Moore's situation than DJ Moore is right now. I think.
Okay.
That's just me.
Uh-huh.
And right now, I don't know. Because I can see him feeling like a Juju kind of role this year. Like Juju
Ridley?
last year.
Oh,
yeah. Ridley being like last year's Juju.
Yeah.
Not as good, but like...
I like Ridley a lot this year.
Yeah.
But I think DJ Moore has the upside.
Yeah. His upside's way higher, I think.
There was some stat I read where if you have the rookie numbers, because DJ Moore had like 750 receiving yards, which for a rookie is top 10 all time.
Yeah, that's really good. Top 10 all time? Wow.
Or in the last 20 years.
Okay.
Something about what he did, if you do it at age 21 like he did, 100% of those players have a top 20 wide receiver season.
Yeah.
And
the next year?
In their career.
Okay, in their career.
Which is why I like him so much more in Dynasty.
Yeah.
Like 38 or 33% have a wide receiver 1 year.
In their career?
Mm-hmm.
So not great odds. If you think about it, it's not very good odds. The odds are against him having a wide receiver 1 year.
But, I mean, 38%.
Yeah. You can't, like...
In the 9th round?
Yeah. Take it. Okay. So then...
I love DJ. I think he's going to hit it. I think he's going to be a top 20 receiver this year.
Yeah, he might be.
And I think he's going to be a wide receiver 1 going into next year. Okay.
So then, Simon gets Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I was kind of tilting at this point, I think. Why was I tilting? Oh, yeah, because you sniped me.
Oh, yeah, Chris Godwin.
Yeah.
I took Chris Godwin that round, which is... I think that was a pretty good steal from that draft. I kind of forgot about him.
You moved up from round 10 to round 6.
What?
In our trade.
Oh, yeah. No, that was nice.
I thought Chris Godwin fell, but
no. Yeah,
I couldn't do
Chris
anything
Godwin.
about it. I took Wentz because... Oh, yeah. Oh, I was so tilting here because I wanted Watson or Godwin, and you and
that was a rough couple picks for you. Yeah, Watson fell to round 10, like the 82nd overall pick, which is pretty crazy if you consider the quarterbacks taken before him. But
I was tilting so hard.
Russell Wilson was taken before him.
Yeah, Matt Ryan was taken
way before.
Yeah, so I took Wentz.
Yeah.
Out of tilt, but also I like him.
Yeah,
I like him.
I've heard big things. Like I've heard like MVP years coming from him.
I hope so,
but I'm not buying it.
Next
round, I didn't really like this round for us. Either of the picks, to be honest. Took Darrell Henderson. I took Jordan Howard, which I just released.
I at this point of the draft just started going like upside.
Yeah, next couple.
Because like Todd Gurley goes down, Darrell Henderson could be a really valuable running back.
True, but I think he's more for the pass catching, and I've heard Malcolm Brown's going to be more the running back.
Now,
yeah, I've heard that. But,
I'm scared about Darrell Henderson now. But I picked up Duke Johnson, so I don't need to.
No, Duke Johnson fills in. The next round, Simon gets Allen Robinson, who we released, and I picked up because I kind of like him, like just like to take a chance on, like he could produce like mid to high end wide receiver 2 numbers if like everything goes right.
I just don't love Mitchell Trubisky that much.
I don't either. Thank you, Simon, for finally admitting that.
Wait, I thought
you hated him. I thought you guys really liked him last year, and I hated him last season.
Oh.
There was that stretch where he kind of pulled off those games, and I was just like,
actually, I'm kind of.
There was a little stretch where he liked him.
No, it was just like he wasn't the worst.
Yeah. You thought he was like
middle.
Yeah, like top.
I don't like him in terms of his receivers, but I think his rushing gives him fantasy.
Yeah, his rushing. Okay, I'll agree with that. And then I took Jared Goff.
Yep.
Who I was pretty giddy about taking that round. I was pretty excited.
Yeah, and then both of us kind of swing for the fences here.
Yeah. I tried to make some home run picks. Corey Davis on my part.
Which, I mean, could work out amazingly.
But that's what we've been saying every year, so.
And I took Latavius Murray just as like I think he has standalone value.
Yeah.
We disagree.
Yeah, we disagree on that.
But also if Alvin Kamara goes down.
If
my first overall pick goes down.
Yeah, so it's a good handcuff. Next round, Darius Scalise I take.
Which I love.
Simon takes
Robbie
Anderson, yeah. Who always has like a couple good weeks.
I think I dropped him.
I think you did too.
And I did not like him.
Yeah, he's like all right.
I would prefer Guice. Yeah,
100%. I like Guice a lot. And then next round is just defense
We went
kicker.
to the defensive.
I don't know if we want to talk about this too much.
What was the highest defense drafted?
Bears in round 10.
Over guys like Chris Godwin.
Yeah. Oh my God, was he taking?
Oh no,
was
no,
it
no.
like the, okay? That was at the end. Okay.
Over Will Fuller, Jordan Howard, Darrell Henderson,
and then Neil panicked.
Westbrook.
Neil panicked. Took the Jaguars D 2 picks later. Then Matthew and Ian simultaneously panicked. And 6 picks later, took the Rams and Texans D. This is a chain of reaction of people that know nothing about fantasy football getting nervous and taking...
About defenses.
Oh, no. It was pretty good, so...
That was... A run starts to happen at a position that doesn't matter at all. And everyone
That's
starts
my
to
favorite
panic.
part about our drafts. Like, if someone takes a kicker, you know that, like, 5 kickers are just going off the board that round. It's pretty great, so...
Should we each make our best pick and worst pick of the draft?
Best pick of the draft. I remember Andrew Austin Eckler, round 12.
Yeah.
That stuck out to me. I really like for me, Jared Goff, round 12. He's a quarterback though, so I can't say that. So I think Austin Eckler in round 12 is mine. Because that could be like 6 weeks.
I agree.
Really good running back.
Andrew.
Shout out to Andrew. Austin Eckler in round 12.
That was a pretty fantastic pick. His 3rd round pick was T.Y. Hilton, though.
Yeah, which I loved at the time, actually.
But then he got carried on.
I really did like that.
Coincidentally, my pick of the draft is also Andrew. And that's carry on in round 6.
And I feel like Tyler Boyd in round 8 was also like a really good pick.
Andrew only got steals.
I know, Andrew straight up only got steals.
But I can also see his team is so boom bust. Because he drafted a lot of good players on bad offenses, or like not superstars on good offenses. Because I mean, Damian Williams, boom bust.
Yeah.
Joe Mixon on a bad offense. I love him, but I can see a world where he doesn't return RB1 value.
Dante Pettis. I feel like he could be super good.
I don't even like that pick. I don't even think. I gotta be honest. I don't like Dante. I don't think he's a wide receiver 1.
Oh, wide receiver 1. Yeah, he's not.
I mean, like in an NFL offense. I don't think he could be. I think he's a complimentary.
I think Marquise Goodwin was just as good.
Oh yeah. Right now, at least.
Yeah.
I mean, Pettis could develop, and then DJ's on a bad offense.
Yeah.
So his team like could just blow up, carry on a.
But yeah, my team, his team is my preseason pick to win it all. Because his starting lineups: Deshaun Watson, David Johnson, Joe Mixon, T.Y. Hilton, Julian Edelman, Damian Williams at the flex, and Kerryon, O.J. Howard starting at tight end, and then his bench is Kerryon Johnson, Tyler Boyd, D.D. Westbrook. And then there's Austin Eckler still. So he literally has 4 running backs that you could start on a team. I think Andrew.
And he took Wait, did he drop Vance?
Vance McDonald? Yeah. He dropped him.
His team's changed a little bit because he picked up Josh Gordon, I believe. He also picked up Emmanuel Sanders.
An irony to end the line.
It's shocking that he is like playing still. That just really surprised me. But Andrew, his he has Robbie Anderson now, Josh Gordon.
His bench: Damian Williams, Tyler Boyd, D.D. Westbrook, Austin Eckler. Like, that's so good.
That's a bench.
And his starting lineup's really good too. So I'm kind of questioning him starting Kerryon Johnson over Damian. It's like Jacksonville, but they're not really that good.
Arizona's terrible.
I think they are. Like Austin Eckler, Indianapolis. I don't know.
I would take Kerryon.
I think I'd start Eckler. We'll see.
That's our draft.
Yeah, that's the draft.
That's the big draft.
And then the worst pick.
Oh yeah, the worst pick, right?
Worst pick. Todd Gurley, 8th overall. That's mine.
Oh,
I really don't like that.
Yeah, I'm just scanning through. I mean,
Aaron Rodgers, round 4. Do we really have to pick that one up?
No, I'm gonna do a skill position one.
Okay, yeah.
It would be. I feel like too easy to pick on Oliver because he took both of the holdout players.
Yeah, and Zeke was before the holdout. Melvin Gordon was like kind of strategic-ish.
It's looking like Zeke.
Now Zeke is not a good pick.
It looks like he might not play till week 6.
Yeah,
Melvin could just not play.
Ironically, the exact same as last year, except I think it was 8 games.
Oh, yeah. Was last year the suspension year? I think it was 2 years ago.
Maybe 2 years ago. I forgot.
It seems like he's always.
Well, they were technically both suspension years because like it started 2 years ago, I think, and there's like rumors the whole season, and then. Man, I can't.
I don't want to pick Derrick Henry.
Oh, Derrick Henry in round 4 over Todd Gurley, 8th overall.
I am just looking. There's no glaring.
There isn't, except for Todd Gurley.
I guess I don't love Josh Jacobs.
No,
actually,
I like that pick.
My least favorite pick was Julian Edelman in round 5.
Oh. I could kind of go along with that. Like I didn't
I'm changing it again.
I didn't hate it, yeah.
This is really easy with hindsight, but at the time I still wasn't liking it either, and that's AJ Green.
Oh. AJ Green in round
5.
Yeah. I still think Todd Gurley, like I think that was a complete whiff.
Yeah.
I really hate
I'm just trying not to do the same as you, but that is pretty.
I mean, at the time, we did know that he was going to be out for a couple weeks. That was just Matthew. I told him before the draft, but he still didn't.
Yeah, that was the day his foot injury happened.
Yeah, and I told Matthew.
So, okay, I'm amending. It is absolutely AJ Green.
Okay.
That was the day the foot injury happened.
Yeah, no, it was literally like an hour before the draft, too. And I told Matthew, and he's like, are you like lying to me? And I was like, no, I'm serious. He's like, okay. And then he drafted him.
In round 5.
So, yeah.
AJ Green in the 5th is absolutely my least favorite.
What's your biggest regret of the draft, Simon? I gotta know because I have one.
You have
sticks out.
Is it James Conner?
Well, no, I have a lot of regrets actually. I have many regrets, but just one that was on my mind.
I don't regret it all my first 3 picks because I'm taking Kamara no matter what.
No, I don't think those are bad.
I wanted Kelsey regardless.
I feel like. If Julio or Michael Thomas would have been a better pick at that point.
That's just me. I don't know if he drops to the 4th. Yeah. In our league, Kelsey.
Oh.
I don't know if that's
he doesn't. I would have taken him. Maybe.
But I don't think, and this is complete hindsight.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have ended up with Chubb and Kelsey if I went Kelsey in the 3rd. Because I wouldn't have taken Chubb in the 2nd.
You definitely wouldn't have.
And so I like.
So maybe it did work out. Yeah, maybe it did work out.
Kind of lucky for me, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think I regret taking Ertz. I don't think so.
No, looking back on it, wasn't that bad. I just wish you would have picked Kittle. But
did I? Where did I take? I took Henderson after Godwin. I guess I regret going. I don't love my...
You regret going crazy for 3 picks?
I think if I could do it over my 11th or 16th round, I just went upside only. No...
Yeah, which is kind of fair. Like I did that with Corey Davis, Darius guys, Jordan Howard. I get that.
I wish I would have ended up with more starters.
Yeah.
Which I kind of amended because now I've got Duke Johnson.
Yeah.
But I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I avoided some landmines that I really liked, like Marlon Mack.
Yeah.
I was about to take, and then it got sniped by you.
Yeah. I don't regret that pick either, though. I would still make that pick, I think. I still like him.
I think he's fine now. I loved him. I'm so sad how big of a fall Marlon Mack has taken for me. I don't think it's sad.
Oh, for you, yeah.
Because he was I would have taken him in a top 10 running back if we had drafted 2 months ago.
Yeah.
What's your biggest regret?
Well, I have a lot. Just one that stood out to me is I wish I'd taken Mahomes early. I really wanted to come away at the draft with Patrick Mahomes. But now that I think about it again, Jared Goff, I think he's going to have a huge year, so not as much. But
Mahomes went in the 4th?
Yeah. I would have really liked Mahomes. But Jared Goff, I'm big on, so hopefully my faith pays off.
I mean, knowing who you took in the 4th.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
I really have some ride or dies this year. I have Derrick Henry. I got Kenny Golladay. I got Jared Goff. I really think those guys are going to anchor me, though. I'm big on those guys. I think those guys are going to be some pleasant surprises.
That's so opposite for me. Yeah. I like Goff. Just Galladay.
Because when I see everyone having him as like their quarterback, like 12 or 13 or 14, and like Dak Prescott or Jared Goff, I'm just I'm like flabbergasted. I can't see why people.
He is in that Cam Newton range for me.
Okay, so it's like around 8 or 9.
Yeah, top 10.
Even with Cam Newton's
shoulder thing.
Yeah.
Or not shoulder thing.
Just his stuff that's
ankle.
going on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'll be healthy enough. I think I would take Goff over him right now.
Such a big part of his fantasy value.
I think I would take Goff over him, but in that range.
yeah, that's fine.
I wish we could know Andrew's biggest regret.
If I had to guess, I would say.
I think he regrets T.Y. a lot.
I can't. I
see Andrew sitting here.
I wouldn't regret T.Y.
Stone face. I have no regrets.
If I was Andrew, I don't think I'd have a single regret this draft, to be honest. I think Andrew drafted almost perfectly. Like, I hate to say it, but Andrew drafted so well.
I like Dalvin Cook more than T.Y. Hilton, who Andrew passed on.
Back then, I didn't. I liked T.Y. Hilton more.
I also like Keenan Allen more than T.Y.
I did. Back then, T.Y. Hilton was such a good, asset.
Oh, I loved him.
He was 7 or 8 for me, so... Andrew is the winner of the podcast.
Without even being
there.
Is
there anything else that we should...
I think I'm just super excited for week 1.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
We're going to be back with the big recap of week 1.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have a huge mega recap.
Oh, yeah. We're
going to have our biggest overreactions from the week.
Mm-hmm. We're going to go through every single game.
There's going to be a lot of I told you so's and a lot of
And I think we have to not overreact too much to
Derrick Henry has a 35-point game. I promise I won't overreact.
And I will.
I will totally overreact. If Derrick Henry goes off, I'm going to literally go crazy. I'm going to be I'm going to go crazy. I hope you know if Derrick Henry has anything more than a touchdown and 100 yards, I'm going to go crazy.
Who will I go crazy about? I mean, obviously Juju. If he goes off, I'm going to just be running.
But only proving yourself to me, not no one else.
Yeah. That's all that matters. I want DJ Moore to just explode so much.
Yeah.
All right, I think we covered.
I think that's it.
Every single thing that's happened in the last few weeks.
Hopefully, yeah.
Probably not.
We glossed over Antonio Brown a little bit, but
it didn't.
I feel like that's a lot of repeats.
In redraft, it didn't affect me too much.
Oh yeah. I was just talking about.
There was a span of an hour where he threatened to retire.
Yeah.
So if you were drafting in that.
Yeah, I wonder if people drafting them he dropped a couple rounds in those weeks. That'd be pretty funny.
Oh, did you see in the middle of O.J. Simpson's draft, he drafted Andrew Luck,
I saw that.
and then he retired. It was the night of his retirement.
Yeah.
He made the wrong enemy.
Yeah, a lot of OJ jokes you could make there, but don't want to do that. Don't want to.
Well, if Andrew,
I don't want to ask if Andrew Luck has to fear for his life right now. I might cut that out. But, all right. Well,
on that note,
we're back. We're gonna be posting a lot. Yeah, we're gonna be weekly, strictly weekly.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be depending on Andrew.
No matter what.
No matter what, we're gonna be weekly.
I will make a promise.
Yeah, even if I can't come, Simon will just do it by himself. Simon will just do a Colin Cowherd hour of talking about fantasy books.
I will get that out every single week.
That means your takes are gonna have to be super hot and
I'm just
unreasonably hot takes. I could really see DJ Moore ending up in the top 8 wide receivers this year. But I'm not going to let you answer that, Simon.
I honestly think he can be a wide receiver 1. I don't think that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's a good place to end the podcast. We'll see you next week. Is that going to be before the week 1 games?
I think.
Is our next podcast going to be before or after?
Week 1 is exactly a week from today.
So we should probably do it after because there's not going to be a ton of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we'll be back with week 1.
Something crazy.
Unless another player retires like Andrew Luck. We'll see you after week 1.
Yeah, so that's it for this week. And we'll see you next week with Andrew.
A little over a week.
Yeah, we'll see you a little over a week with Andrew.